I've been waiting. You're my first one. I've been waiting for someone to finally be like, hey, Jake, you want to do a podcast? I'm like, absolutely. So my name is Jacob Matson. I am a junior studying supply chain management at ASU, and I am the president of ASU Esports.
Oh! Oh my God, what? Wait, what?
I started just like a regular member. I came in as a freshman. I mean, I played baseball all my life and like had like structure, and I came to college and I had no idea what the hell I was doing. So I found this club. I don't play a lot of games competitively. I try. I tell people every day, like I'm the president and I do administration because I'm horrible. And so the only way I was gonna be able to do things in this organization was if I managed stuff. So I'm the president. I have a vice president and a treasurer, though they both are technically speaking vice presidents in their eyes. So they are my two people that I work on, and they're like, that's our structure of like command is me and these two other people. And then under that I have like community managers that like help out with like the different games that we have. I have team captains. I have moderators who control our Discord server and make sure that doesn't go all out of whack and things like that. But it was like I had to build that structure from like the ground up almost. Not to say that some of it wasn't already there, but a lot of it would just like was mishmashed and like people weren't doing their jobs, and I had to figure out like, hey, this person's not doing their job. I should probably find someone who actually like wants to do it. So it was like that was building all of that up, and then on top of that, like the guidelines for our team, like putting all that together and being like, all right, this is what you need to be on the team. This is like what we're not looking at. This is what we're gonna follow. We're gonna look like a professional organization, whether you like it or not. And if you don't, you can just leave. We fight ASU tooth and nail every day, every month, because they don't see us as a professional organization. They see us as a bunch of nerds who play video games in our mom's basements. ASU doesn't want to fund clubs, as there's us in different story itself, but they want to fund clubs without legitimacy. They don't want to fund clubs who have no structure themselves. Sponsors don't want to sponsor teams who don't have a structure set in place. Like, they're not going to sponsor a team because we're all running around with our heads cut off. They're going to sponsor a team because we're a well-placed team. We do well in tournaments. We have a structure of an organization that looks good on the outside, like things like that.
This Arizona State University team has a lot to live up to, let's say. Actually, fun fact, in the first Heroes of the Dorm in the past year, you know who were the two teams to make it to the finals?
I know definitely Arizona State
and Berkeley.
ASU's funding doesn't cover like what we want to do. Their like money that they would give us is like, hey, we can give you money for like to buy pizza for your events or buy t-shirts, but I run a 1,700 person club. Like, I can't use $900 to buy $1,700 t-shirts. Like, that's just not like a thing that works. And so like our tournaments, they won't let me use that money to pay for tournaments. They won't let me use it to pay for jerseys, stuff like that. So I have to like find that myself through either like running events, like we've been doing like bake sales and things like that. So like doing all of that to like find our funding, because like we're not going to get it from ASU. And it's hard because like GCU down the street has like, they just built an arena. It's a 50-person PC arena that like, and like their club or the GCU like finds funding for them. I just went to an event down there and like they rented out their basketball stadium for an event. They would laugh at me if I were to like, I want to run an esports event at Wells Fargo. Like, they'd laugh me out of the room. So it's like, that's not something like funding wise, I'm just like, that's not something I can attain at the current moment in time. I would hope that ASU has figured out that esports is this thing that is growing at ridiculous numbers, and they could hop on the train right now. And I consider our program, and a lot of people consider our program to be one of the best programs on the West Coast, and that's with zero funding. I can test with UCI and places like that can give their players money, and that's me fighting people with money, and I have zero money. So it's like, if they could realize now that like, if you toss $10,000 in my program, we would have the negotiating power to be like, listen, you don't have to go to UCI, you can go to ASU, and they're 100 times better of a team.
Dogman that comes out ahead with that sound barrier, 99% overtime, taking down Quantum, just accepting his fate there. And now Arizona State gonna take the lead against Berkeley here on Lijiang Tower.
But so like that's our thing. Show up to our events, come join. Like I said, we're one big dysfunctional family. I promise you, you will find someone or something in this family that that has interest for you. Because there's 1,700 of us. There has to be at least one other person that, even if it's something really obscure, they're gonna find someone that loves it like you do.